Good day everyone, my name is Julie Kitoy Orito and I'll be the one to report the Appendix J. So this is all about the Professional Regulatory Board for Professional Teachers Resolution number 11 series of 2017. So this is an operational guidelines in the implementation of Republic Act 10912 or otherwise known as Continuing Professional Development or CPD Act of 2016 for professional teachers. So, Philippine Teachers Professional Act of 1994. So, this provides for the policy of the state to regulate and professionalize the practice of teaching. So, in Section 2, in the Statement of Policy, this state recognizes the vital role of teachers in nation building and development through a responsible and literate citizenry. Towards this end, the state shall ensure and promote quality education by proper supervision and regulation of the licensure examination and professionalization of the practice of the teaching profession. So this is an act to strengthen the regulation and supervision of the practice of teaching in the Philippines and prescribing a licensure examination for teachers and for other purposes. Section 1, this is the dates of regular and special meetings. So the CPD Council shall meet every last Monday of the month of the purpose of evaluating applications for accreditation of CPD providers, programs, self-directed, and their lifelong learning. The CPD Council may also include in agenda of their regular meetings other matters related to the CPD. So, in this section, if the time and place of a director's meeting is fixed by the bylaws or the board of directors, the meeting is a regular and all of the other meetings are special meetings. In Section 2, additional requirements for accreditation of CPD provider. So this is provided in the Resolution number 1032 series of 2017. So this is otherwise known as the Implementing Rules and Regulations of RA 10912, and these are the following. Local provider, and the first one is the sole proprietor. So the sole proprietor must be registered and licensed professional teacher, and the firm or partnership cooperation is authorized partner or officer who will manage the CPD activities and must be a registered and licensed professional teacher. In Section 3, this is additional requirements for accreditation of CPD program. So the list of documentary requirements for accreditation of CPD program as provided in Resolution number 1032 series of 2017. So let's proceed in Section 4, the matrix of CPD activities. And these activities are the professional track or the training offered by accredited CPD providers, face-to-face and online. The second one is the academic track. The third one is self-directed. And lastly, productive scholarship. Section 5, maximum creditable units under self-directed and or lifelong learning track of Section 4. Section 6, major areas of CPD activities. So the two major area is the ethics and the professional development. So the coverage area of ethics is the ethics, the values, and attitude. And its minimum credit units required is 5. And the second one, professional development, its coverage of the area is technical, and the minimum credit units required is 40. Section 7, required CPD accredited units in a compliance period. So, all professional teachers shall be required to comply with 45 CPD credit units in a compliance period of 3 years. And this is provided at least 10 CU or earned per year, which the implementation thereof shall be gradual in the following period. So, in the year of renewal, there is a December 2017, January to December 2018, and January 2019 onwards. Section 8, which is the repealing clause. So except as may be provided in the Republic Act number 109/12 and its IRR, all other resolutions, orders, circulars, issuances, or parts thereof inconsistent with this resolution are hereby repealed or modified accordingly. In Section 9, which is the effectivity, this resolution shall take after 15 days following its full and complete publication in the official gazette or any major newspaper of general circulation in the country. Now let's proceed to Appendix K. An excerpt of DACS Service Manual 2000, and you will learn about the employee welfare, benefits, incentives, recognition, and awards. So every employee is expected to perform his or her duties and responsibilities with efficiency and effectiveness. The government, acknowledging the employees perform, in return grants benefits and other welfare assistance. So in Section 1, there are leave privileges, and the first is leave of absence. So in general, appointive officials up to the level of heads of executive departments, heads of departments, undersecretaries, and employees of the government, whether permanent, temporary, or casual, who render work during prescribed office hours shall be entitled to 15 days vacation and 15 days sick leave annually with full pay exclusive of Saturdays, Sundays, and public holidays without limitation as to the number of days of vacation and sick leave that they may accumulate. So, in the sick leave, it is a way for employees who are experiencing out of the ordinary circumstances to take time off work. And the common reasons for this are caring for an ill family member or serious health conditions. Next is maternity leave. So maternity leave is granted to female employees in every instance of pregnancy irrespective of its frequency. So in this case, teaching profession maternity benefits can be availed of even if the period of delivery occurs during the long vacation, in which case both the maternity benefits and the proportional vacation pay shall be received by the teacher concerned. Paternity leave. Every married male employee is entitled to paternity leave of 7 working days for the first 4 deliveries of his legitimate spouse. So, legitimate spouse refers to a woman who validly entered into contract of marriage with the male government employee, availing of the paternity leave benefits under the law. And according to the RA 8187, male private and public employees in the Philippines have the right to 7 days of paid paternity leave. So the special leave privileges, and the first one is the funeral or mourning leave. So it refers to a leave taken by an employee to attend or to make arrangements for the funeral of any relatives or family members. Funeral or mourning leave is also called bereavement leave. Next is graduation leave. A leave of absence of 1 day with pay shall be granted for the purpose of attending graduation. An enrollment leave. A student who does not intend to enroll in a semester may apply for a leave of absence. So this is also applied to a student currently enrolled and who intends to withdraw his or her enrollment for the rest of the semester. So a student leave of absence does not sever his or her ties with the university. Next is wedding or anniversary leave and birthday leave. So a day off over and above annual leave that employees can take to celebrate their birthday. Some organizations allow employees to take this leave in the week before or after their actual birthday, and employees only given one credit under the birthday leave every year. So, hospitalization leave and accident leave. So, this may granted to regular employees who sustain a work related to personal injury. Relocation leave. So this occurs when you move to another city or state for a job and must leave behind your present life, your home, family, and friends. The government transaction leave and calamity leave. So every employee who has rendered at least 6 months of service shall be entitled to a yearly 5-day special emergency leave with pay in times of natural calamities or disasters. Monetization of leave credits. So officials and employees in the career and no career service, whether permanent, temporary, casual, or coterminous, who have accumulated 15 days are allowed to monetize a minimum of 10 days. So next is the forced mandatory leave. So all of officials and employees with 10 days or more vacation leave credits shall be required to go on vacation leave, whether continuous or intermittent, for a minimum of 5 working holidays annually. So, the head of agency shall, upon prior consultation with the employees, prepare a staggered schedule of the mandatory 5-day vacation leave of officials and employees, that is provided that he may or she, in the exigency of the service, cancel any previously scheduled leave. The mandatory annual 5-day vacation leave shall be forfeited if not taken during the year. However, in the cases where the scheduled leave has been cancelled in the exigency of the service by the head of the agency, shall scheduled leave not enjoyed shall no longer be deducted from the total accumulated vacation leave. But those with accumulated vacation leave of less than 10 days shall have the option to go on forced leave or not. However, officials and employees with accumulated vacation leave credits of 15 days who availed of monetization for 10 days shall still be required to go on forced leave. The last one is terminal leave. So this is applied for by an official or an employee who intends to sever his connection with his employer. So accordingly, the filling of application or terminal leave requires a condition: the employee's resignation, retirement, or separation from the service. Without any fault on this part, it must be shown first that public employment ceases by any of the said modes of severances, and request for payment of terminal leave benefits must be made within 10 years from time the right of action accrues upon an obligation created by the law. And the payment of terminal leave for purposes of retirement or voluntary resignation shall be based on the highest monthly salary received at any time during his period of employment in the government service and not on his latest salary, unless the latter is the highest received by the retiree. And the official or employee who is in terminal leave does not earn any leave credits as he is already out of the service. While on terminal leave, he merely enjoys the benefits derived during the time of such employment. Consequently, he is no longer entitled to the benefits or salary increases that may be granted thereafter. So, that would be all. Thank you for listening.